Hello, coaches. So I was talking to a young man this morning, an entrepreneur, and get this was in person. This wasn't online. This was just, I was out and about eating breakfast, and somebody I saw recognized me and said, hey, and I said, hey, and we started talking. Apparently he got involved in a business and he stopped, he quit, and then he got back into it, and he was looking for some advice because he perceives me as a successful entrepreneur. And I said, yeah, don't quit anymore, just stay with it. And then we got talking about the power of not quitting, which is everything. Everything is as simple as never giving up. So sometimes people will tell me, Tom, you're lucky. I'm like, I'm not lucky, I just never gave up. Sometimes coaches who have quit, or other business owner, they quit, and they'll ask me about it, and they'll talk to me, and I'll say, I didn't quit. And it's not to put them down because they quit. I'm just saying, this is why your situation is different than mine. I didn't quit, and you did. So get back in and don't quit. And don't be so smart that you miss the simple lesson of not quitting. That's all it is. Some people will say, Tom, you got in at the right time. I'm like, no, I didn't. It took me forever to make any traction. I didn't quit. Tom, you were born on the right side of the tracks. You had a good upbringing or something. No, I didn't quit. I wasn't born on the right side of the tracks, and I didn't grow up in a wealthy family. I didn't quit. That's all it was. I didn't quit. It really is that simple. Stop doing this stupid mental gymnastics to justify why you quit. You quit because you quit. Going gets tough for everybody. When the going gets tough, most people quit. That's the way that it is. It's the unordinary that see it through and don't quit. The ordinary quit, and the ordinary quit. The unordinary sees it through. I didn't quit. That's all it is. You must have got good grades in school, Tom. I bet you were really smart. No, actually, I was a straight D and C- student. I was in special education classes because I was educably retarded. I didn't quit. I bet you're really talented, Tom, and that's why, because you're so talented, that's why you're successful. No, I didn't know how to do anything. I got started. I didn't quit. That's all it is. I didn't quit. Stop doing the mental gymnastics to justify being a quitter. The only solution is to stop being a quitter. Now, you might still have an active account, but you're no longer doing your daily core activities. You're no longer actively actually building the business and doing profit-producing activities every day. So you might as well be a quitter if you still have an active account because you're not doing anything with it anyway. Stop being a quitter. If your goal is to build this thing, if your goal is to create positive impact, to help people as you help yourself, stop being a quitter. That is it. It's the only thing. Never quit doing the vital behaviors, the daily core activities. It doesn't matter what somebody says to me. It's always my response is, I never quit. It didn't work for me. Tom, I'm really happy for you. It seemed to work really well for you. I'm so glad it worked for you. It didn't work for me. I didn't quit. So you need to be able to say the same thing. Don't give yourself a deadline. Not in that context anyway. I'm going to give it until such and such a date, and if it doesn't work by then, I'll just throw in the towel. No. Treat it like you did when you were learning how to walk when you were a baby. Back when you were a baby, before quit was part of your vocabulary that you learned since then. When you were learning how to walk, there was no deadline. You were going to keep going until you learned how to walk. You keep doing this until. Until is a powerful word. It's one of the most powerful words, among the most powerful words in the human language. I'm going to do something until I figure it out. That's how you need to treat this, just like you did when you were a baby. If you take some of the lessons that you've learned since you were a baby, then you're going to be a quitter the rest of your life. You will live and you will die a quitter. And that's selfish. That's an ugly ego trip designed to protect your self-image so that you don't die, so that you're a little bit easier to live with yourself. You need to do the mental gymnastics to justify quitting, to come up with a rationale for it, why it's not going to work out for you. You can't just leave it as something that's not going to work out for you. You have to do the mental gymnastics to rationalize it so that you can make it easier to live with yourself. That kind of an ego trip is not going to serve you. It's not going to serve anybody around you. You need to have the attitude, I'm not going to quit. I'll figure it out. I'm going to do the deal. I'm going to do the daily core activities. I'm going to do the personal development. I'm going to take the classes, the webinars. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'll figure it out. I'll keep doing trial and error. I'll find out what doesn't work. Thomas Edison found 10,000 ways, 10,000 different ways of how a light bulb wouldn't work until he found just one that it would. That's got to be your mindset, that you're going to make it work. You're going to figure it out. The formula for success is make a decision, tell the entire world, and then figure it out. It's not quit. Quitting does not factor into the formula of success. Just so you know, you cannot be in the business of protecting your ego. If your ego is your priority, then you will do the mental gymnastics to justify quitting, and you'll be a quitter. Quitters, when you quit things, you're a quitter. That's who you are. So don't be that anymore. Even if it's your past, you can draw a line in the sand, and don't be a quitter anymore. See it through. Don't quit. Never give up. My circumstances are always going to be different, in my opinion, better than the circumstances of somebody who quits things. They quit things. Of course my circumstances are better. They quit things and I didn't. I didn't quit. And anybody can change that at any moment of their lives, including you. So do it. Draw a line in the sand. Don't be a quitter anymore. Figure it out. Do the research you need to do on Google and YouTube. There's so much information out there for you that's free, and so much more that if you want to pay for it, you can pay for classes, you can take free classes. There's so much out there. Just do it. Figure it out. Do whatever it takes. You say, oh, I don't have the time. That's a common one. I don't have the time. That's mental gymnastics to protect your ego from taking a blow so that it's easier to live with yourself. Your priority is your ego. If you're saying you don't have time, your priority is your stupid ego. And I'm telling you, your ego is going to kill you. That kind of self-protection is an illusion. It does not work. So give it up and start figuring it out. You can do it. You can do it. Even if you don't believe you can do it, you can do it. But you have to get to a place where you believe you can do it, or you're not even going to do it. You're not even going to make the effort. All right, that's all I got for you. Never give up. Okay? And I got lots more social media training on my website at fireyourboss.xyz, not .com. It's a .xyz. Fireyourboss.xyz. Lots of social media training there. There's also YouTube and Google. You can do lots of searches for things that you're struggling with so that you can figure it out, okay? Leverage the intellectual acuity of people who have been there, done that, figured it out, and willing to teach you. If only you will be humble enough to learn from other people and never give up. Bye for now.